Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. It's a brand new week and today I'm going to be doing the next 3 stages of the Deagostini Collectibles release and build Jeff Gordon's Chevy Monte Carlo. Now we are in for a big week this week because obviously this week is the conclusion of the 2025 Sprueverse Challenge and you'll be able to tune into that at 8 o'clock on Thursday evening. That's 8 o'clock Great Britain time and see what we've created. And to this day I still haven't got a clue what Lou and Phil have created, so it's going to be absolutely brilliant to figure out that one out. But today I thought we will go back to this one because we've only done pack 1 at the moment, and as you can see we have this excellent, already decaled out bonnet, and we were working on the grille here as well. Now, I do believe we're going to be starting the engine on this one, but if you do want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description, and there's also a QR code on the screen. But 3 stages today. Without further ado, let's get cracking. So here we go. This is stage 3 here, and here is the instructions. And we have got a wheel. Are we going to need to soak the wheel? That is the question. We're going to find that out together. Doesn't look like it. They're not asking us to, so we should be okay just to piece that together like that. Looks like we've got the steering wheel as well. Now, this is what it looks like in the pack. Let's get this open. And there you go. Now, this wheel is really heavy. It's solid, absolute solid. And because of that, I don't even think soaking this in water would make a difference. This is probably the chunkiest rubber that I've ever seen. Look, that is, I can't even make a bend in it. Wow. So I'm hoping that this can just drop in there, which it does, just like that. There you go. That's just the rim in there. Turning it over, we are going to be attaching this side of the rim to the screw holes here, and I'm hoping again that this can push all the way down, which is looking like it can, and I'm going to be screwing that in with these IM screws. Now I am going to use my PH1 here because I'm really going to have to screw this tight, I'm guessing. They provided long screws for this, so as you see, they are biting, and it's the screws that are actually going to push this together. We don't have to make this hot at all. But, wow. That is such a heavy wheel. Never seen that before. And then get these as tight as you can get them. Needless to say, when you are putting this rim in, make sure that you've got this side facing where these decals are, because obviously the tyre is directional there. But there you go. That's in. That's looking pretty cool. All I'm going to do then is I've got this part of the brake here, which is just going to go over the top. We're not actually doing anything with that at the moment, though, so that can just stay in there like that. Now, we do have the steering wheel, which is fully metal, like that, and these 2 parts here, but that's all there is to do in that stage. So, stage 4. Here's the instructions. Wow, there's a lot to do in this one. Notes, the parts shown may differ from the part supplied. Well, we've got the boot lid here. We've got the steering knuckle. We've got a brake disc. We've got calipers. We've got a lot. We've got a lot. So we are actually just going to be piecing all of this together like that. And once again, this is what comes in that. It's all been laid out neatly. I do love the colour of this. It's really sort of like, it's not doing justice on the camcorder. It's like a day glow. You remember the old orange highlighters? It's like that. Now I am going to ask myself the question, do I want a pristine race car? No, I don't want a pristine race car. That's why I'm not going to be using any stuff down here to stop scratches and stuff. If it gets scratched, it gets scratched. What I am going to be doing though, is I'm going to be putting a trunk lid hinge just into this point here. So this is what those hinges look like. And this is just going to be going in here. Follows the shape. And the other one is going to go in the other side. Over here. So that's how it's going to look. But I'm holding them in with 2 cm screws. And that is 2 cm screws on each side. We don't put one in the back corner there. Now this is something we're creating here, which I'm guessing we're not going to see until the end of the build once we've done this. And there we go, they're in nice and tight there, as you can see. Okay, we're going to be putting some parts in here now. Now these are the safety pin surrounds. Little bits of metal. They're going to line up with the holes that we've got here. Now, if I just put one in gently, one's going there. We're going to have one on the other side here, just lining up the hole for the screws. They're actually going to be screwed in with ZM screws. Now, these are very, 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 very tiny silver ones. So I have got a tiny, tiny, tiny screwdriver to use that with. That looks just like this. Get me magnifying glasses on because I can't even see these. I'm still putting oil into these because I am going into metal. But I've just screwed that in a bit. I'm going to put the other one in the other side. And there you go. When that's in, that's how that should look. Do the same on the other side. And there you go, they're in. That was actually harder than it looks. Okay, put that to one side. And what I'm going to do next is bring over the caliper and the brake line here. That's just going to go into the points either side here and here. There's little lugs, so they just push in. There you go. That's in. I then want to bring over the metal knuckle that we've got here. And this is just going to be going onto that. Let me get it the right way around. This way round. Like that. It's held in from the other side with an EP screw. And I'll get this in. I have to say, once we've done this stage, in the next stage, I think we're going on to the engine. So we certainly are getting around the car in this pack. Perfect. That's nice and tight. And that's in there. I'm now going to be working on the suspension. Probably best on the top camera. I want to take these two pieces. I'm going to be putting this just into that area just there. And I'm closing that off by putting this tab just over the top. Goes in this way. So then that can't come out. And I'm holding that in with AM screws. Now this is all metal. So once again, I've been using oil for this. Perfect. So that's that done. Put that to one side. Bring over the brake disc now. Quite simply, we're just going to be piecing these together, matching up the keyhole pattern. So it's going to go in this way. So we have got a brake disc looking like that. This can then go into this caliper here, this way round. There you go. And that's how that looks. And that is all there is to do in that stage. So we've basically got these parts here. Whoops, that's just slipped out again. Let's put that back in. We've obviously just done the trunk, but we do have some parts left over. We've got some FM screws. I've got some NM screws. I've got these stickers here, looking like that. And then finally, I've got whatever this part here is. That's all there is to do in that stage. So the final stage of this pack is stage 5. Here is the instructions. And as you can see, started to work on the engine. Tiny bit here. We're going to need our sprue cutters to cut these. What are these? These are spark plugs. Cut them off. Oh, but no, hang on. We're going back to the steering wheel. This is for the steering wheel. Now we know. Putting this in. Then I'm going to be putting what we just created on the back of the wheel. So that's good. So that's going to, and put the suspension arm on as well. That's going to lock that area off. Then we're going to be working on the engine and putting the spark plugs in just like this by the look of it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to be taking this centre part here and pushing this into the centre of the steering wheel. That's a nice easy part, just like that. Now these stickers here, which say 24 on them, these are going to be going around the inside of each one of these spokes of the steering wheel. So I guess the challenge is to get them straight. So I've got that side straight and then just wrap these around the other side. There you go, and that's one done. Do the same with the other two. And there you go, when that's done, It's looking like that. Excellent. Okay, bring this wheel over. Now I'm going to be putting the caliper into place and the knuckle, but I want to make sure that this brake disc, you see, its keyhole pattern is going into the same keyhole pattern that I've got just there. So it can only fit in one way, and it's flush just like that on the wheel. Now to keep that into place, we did have that washer from last time, and I also need this NM flange screw. So quite simply, drop the washer in first, bit of oil, and then put this screw in. Get it tight. Ugh. And that's going to keep that knuckle on the back. Perfect. So now that is all in place like that. So that's tied up some ends there, hasn't it? All we've got to do then is just put the suspension arm on. And if I've got the wheel this way, this is going to go on the top here, just like that. So we've got these two at the bottom, this one at the top. I'm holding that in with an FM screw. Again, this came in the last stage, this screw. Get this in. Using my PH1 screwdriver so we can get that nice and tight. Perfect. And that's in place just like that. We can put that to one side and we can actually open this pack now because we need the parts in here, all to do with the engine. And I want to be taking this part of the cylinder head cover first. It's got stamped with an L, and I need to match that off with the top here, which is also stamped with an L. It's going to go on just this way. There is locating lugs in this, so you can't really put it in the wrong way. And then I'm holding that in with EP screws from the other side. And we need two of these. Then I've got these filter bases here, which are going to go on top of these. So we put one on this way. They look like little top hats. And they go with the, well, let me just get these on. And I'll show you that's what way they go. And then I just put the tops on top of them. One there. And one there. So that is how that looks. Put that to one side. And then we're going to do exactly the same with this one. Put this on here. As you can see, we haven't got the tops on this one though. But it goes together the same way. So it's still an EP screw. Two of these for each side. One in this side. And then this is where we're going to need to put 4 spark plugs into here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So get these cut off here with my sprue cutters. These sprue cutters are in my Amazon store, so you can check that out with the link just on the screen there. Both in the US and the UK. Only cutting 4 off. I need to save the rest of these. And then just push these into place. Now they are quite loose in there, so I probably am going to need to glue these eventually, but for now they're not going to fall out. When I start putting pipe work on these, I'm sure I'm probably going to need to screw them in, but I'm having them going on a direction where they're all facing up. The pictures doesn't really make it clear what direction they go in, but as you can see, they're all in. And with that done, that's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So as you can see, we have done quite a bit in this pack. Now I was going to say, that's it. That's all we've done for today, but there is one other thing to do. See, on the tyre, we do have a hub here to put in. So let me just get that in. It's just a push in. Otherwise, I'll have you all screaming at me saying, Wayne, missed a bit. But there you go. It's in there like that. Now we're finished, I promise. If you want to get this for yourself, once again, I have put a link in the video description. There's also that QR code on the screen, but I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.